Hello everybody, welcome to Real and Virtual Outdoors. And on today's episode we're going to be playing Bassmasters 2022 on the PlayStation 4. We're going to be at Chickabaw Lake in Tennessee. It's a rendition of Chickabaw Lake in Tennessee. And we're going to fish for some big tackle today, and we're going to chase specifically stripers today. This is something I'm doing that's a little different. In the past we've just done a free fish, get in a boat, go try to catch a fish or two, but today we're going to chase specific species. So I am changing the thumbnail now, and we're going to get on the motor here shortly and get ready to go. I want to welcome you to the live stream, and we're just going to have some fun today and chat and visit. I'll be over at the main screen in just a minute. I'm going to drop the link on my social media, and we're going to be ready to go. For those of you that are new, that may see this as a video at a later date, I am Troy. I have a YouTube channel. I do gaming and other outdoor activities, plus cooking. And I do these live streams about twice a week, and they're just a place to hang out, give people a place to go and enjoy each other's company. So I'm going to get this link dropped, and then we're going to get on the boat here. Sorry about the delay getting started. If you do these live streams on PlayStation, you have to drop things on the computer. You can't you can't just go to the Cleveland 351. I'll be right with you, sir. You can't actually go to the game on PlayStation and drop it. You have to do everything through the computer. That's an unfortunate thing about doing it on PlayStation, but it is what it is. So I'm dropping the link now to my Facebook, and we're ready to go. See if we can't catch a few. Okay, we are now ready to go. We're going to head off down here to some spots that I fished yesterday on this, and we're just going to kind of go down through the river, the lake, and see what we can find. We have a rainy forecast today. Let's get started here. Let's move on down the river. As you can see, we've got some waypoints marked. We're going to hit some of those, and then we're going to first, if I can keep from wrecking the boat. Okay. We're going to do some fan casting around this dock here. So I'm going to show you the bait that I'm using today. Like I said, we're specifically chasing stripers, so we're using big baits. And first bait I'm going to use today is this one right here. This big shad. It's 7 inches long. We will also be using this one, sunfish, 5 inch. Two new baits. 30-pound test on this one, 20-pound test on this one. And these are the Predator rods and reels. So we're just going to start out by making some throws up in here and see what we can do. Steve Block, hello sir, nice to have you in. Just now getting started, Steve. I had to get thumbnails changed on the computer, and this is actually the first cast. Chasing stripers today. We're going to target a specific species today and see how we can do. Matt, how are you? Cleaning rabbit cages. Nice to have you in, Steve. You too, Matt. Appreciate y'all coming. We're just going to chat and visit a while, see who comes by, and see if I can catch a striper. Caught a big one on the thumbnail. Oh, I don't know what that was. The thumbnail that I put together was a big one that I caught. So yesterday. We're going to try a couple of different lures, and then we're going to move on down the way. For those who may see this video later, and for the benefit of the people that's in the room, this is Bassmasters 2022. It is the latest installment of fishing games by Dovetail Fishing Games, and the platform is PlayStation 4. I guarantee you we're not going to stay on the lure long. It's got to show me something. Let's pick up a different bait. This one has 20-pound test on it. It's a 5-inch bluegill swim bait. Oh. Let's get up. Let's look at the map for these fish and see what the suggestion is today for striped bass. They're saying a black and chartreuse bomber. And we're gonna switch this rod over to that. This is Steve. This is lures generated. I have other games that I play that are, you can use cut baits and things on that, but not this one. We're going to switch over to that bomber. That's how we're telling us to use. We'll make a cast for this, see if it does any better. I have the catch. There's a fish right off the bat. Carp, of course, and I fish for catfish in it, and fishing sim world, and you can use all kind of cut baits and boilies and various things. That's not what we're looking for, but we'll take him. I'm going to make 2 more casts here and we're gone. Decided to do a live stream today and just visit. It's convenient to do live streams, and I like to talk to y'all and enjoy your company. And that is not a striper. We are gone. I like to talk to y'all and visit, and the luxury of doing the live stream is this will drop as a video. I'm going to stop in here a minute. This will drop as a video, and that's always good. Kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It may take us a minute to get on these fish. There's one. This one's pulling pretty good. I had to back the drag off a little bit. Well, now if I was fishing the bass tournament,
what do you got?
That would be good. Matt, I try to play every day, if I can. We're gonna switch this lure off to. Now I'm gonna name this lure, and y'all gonna think, well, this guy's made this up, but I didn't. So I'm gonna let you look at it yourself. We're gonna put the booty shaker on there. And I'm going to show you that now. And that is it. The booty shaker. I like to play every day if I can, Matt. I don't always get to. They are going to have, I throw that on the roof. I look like John Parker throwing that up there. They're going to have a Bassmasters online tournament on this game. I did it again. Good grief. Yeah. They're going to have an online tournament, a Bassmasters tournament, the 4th through the 6th March. I got to figure out how to join that. There's a fish. I may try to get in that. It's going to be an online tournament where you're competing against other live competitors. It'll either go really good and everybody will have a good time, or you'll have People trying to fish on top of each other. I hear that goes on a lot.
Not gonna set any records with that one. But it's a solid keeper. Cha-chunk, touch-it.
People parked on top of each other, fishing on each other. That's a 7-pound bass for the ones that's listening. Yeah, I want to upgrade too, Matt. Electronics is extremely high right now. I'm waiting on the price to go down. Want to get a ps4 and try that. There's a fish. But right now I'm just kind of biding my time. I'm not going to give $900 for a $500 console with the market being like it is. But anyway, back to the tournament. I may try to join that Bassmasters tournament. And like I said, I hope it goes good for the people that's made this game and that's putting this thing on. There's been a lot of stuff going on around online gaming about people fishing on top of each other and being rude, and we hope it. My hope is that part of it stays away and we can have a good time. I fish online some. Hello, Art. It's good to have you in, Art. I fish online some and I really enjoy it. But you do have some people that gets on and plays and they kind of crowd you out. Now, if they did that on the real lake, we would refer to them as spot buzzards. But it's fun to play them, but you do run into a few people that's this is a pretty good fish. That's kind of makes it, sours it for everybody. Yeah, it is raining. I didn't change the weather. I've got it randomized, and that's the way I like. This is a striper. Okay, now we got the first striper on. Ooh, that's a good one. Come on up in here, son. Now that's what we're talking about. £39. Okay, so that's what we're chasing today. Stripers. That's the goal. We're gonna go species specific today. Alright, I think that wants another cast or two right through here. Man, I am good about throwing that on the roof up there. Yeah. I know, Matt. I know how it is. There's one. This is a good one too. It's rough to be laid up. I've been there a couple times. This joker is pulling. Okay, so let's talk about what happened here all of a sudden. So we run through 3 lures pretty quick, and we didn't catch a striper. Just like John Parker. Yeah. Throw it on the roof. So let's talk about what happened. We had 3 lures, and we didn't catch a striper. When we come to this one, we catch them. That's the fun thing about this game. This is not an 80s fishing game. You don't just throw it in and reel them in. You kind of got to work for them. That's what's going to make the tournament that they're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to bust in that thing. And there's going to be a lot of people that's not going to do well, but yeah. Well, you know, you'll have to excuse the dog. She does not have live stream etiquette. Be quiet. I think that you were in here, Matt, and I mentioned the fact that I broke my leg about 2 years ago, and it's been a while since I've had anything like that happen. But this is another striper. But I was laid up for 6-8 weeks. I finally got where I could sit in the wheelchair again. Oh, I missed him. And I got me some gone. Yeah, that dog. Look at this. This is a good one here. I'm having a hard time getting him landed. Come on, big boy. Whew. That's close. That's what I'm talking about. 56 pounds. Alright, let's make another throw or two. Yeah, it is. That's the biggest one I've caught. Big bait, big lure. Or big lure, big fish, rather. Do they still try to? Yes, they do. More so than they used to. I can fish anything from my... Now this fish right here is not hooked good. I may lose him. I can fish anything from a drop shot to a Texas rig, to jig heads, to Carolina rigs. So yes, they make it as realistic as they possibly can. And I hear that they're getting ready to drop a update here in a few days. This was not as big. This is a bass, I think. To improve, as they refer to as the AI fish. They're trying to make the fish more lifelike. Now that is a 12-pound fish. That's a bass. You talking about a tournament catching fish? Now that's what you want. There'll be a lot of boys begging for that one on the 5th through the 6th, or 4th through the 6th. Yeah. That's my new personal best right there. Was 11.5. Now it's 12.1. The AI fish, they're dropping a update for those. Well, I tell you what, I'm good about throwing that on the roof up there. Supposed to make them use more of the lake and be more realistic. My personal best real fish art is 5.5. I caught him on a 6-inch plastic worm on an 1/8 ounce jig head. with 15-pound line. I caught him at the crappie house. Jigging brush piles. Fishing for bass. Being that joker went around. Thank goodness I had somebody there to net him for me, but yeah, we went all over that fish house. They try to make these games as realistic as they can. You know, there's limitations to what they can do yet, but it seems like every time they come out with something, they have improved it. This fish is pulling. This is going to be a while. This may be a striper here. Yeah, I have a hard time doing a lot of casting with Matt, with my physical disabilities. I'm more of a vertical bass fisherman, where I can get on the dock or in a boat, which I don't get boats, so it's mostly docks, where I can fish with some sort of plastic worm, yep, a striper, or spoons, slabs, and vertical fish bass, and drop shot. I will do a little casting with finesse baits like plastic worms and something slow paced. As far as getting out there chunking I may lose this fish. As far as getting out there and chunking a spinnerbait all day, I just can't do that anymore. 20 minutes I'm out. So we got him. $35. Yeah, I just can't do it. I don't enjoy it. So why do it if you don't enjoy it? So I fish the way I enjoy, and that's vertically. So let's talk about this setup I got here. For people that may see this, it's into the game later, and I've got this 30-pound orange braid. This rod and reel come with the $7.99 DLC in the Predator pack that they just come out with. Half-ounce jig head on a 3/0 hook with a booty shaker bait. That gives you a look at Too Mad at the setup that I've got. But I catch a lot of bass just vertical fishing worms. You know, get on a brush pile, put that worm on a jig head, work it around that brush pile like a crappie jig. It works wonders. I've caught them on, you know, from 12 inches to 5.5 pounds, so it works. It's weather's starting to warm up here a little bit, so we're gonna be able to go do some crappie fishing. We'll be able to go do a little jig fishing. I got a bunch of jigs tied up. I'm ready to go. My wife's gonna film for me, so we're gonna have some crappie fishing content for long. There's a good one. He's stripping me. Come on back here. I got 4 people in. Appreciate every one of you coming in. Listen, I want to also thank my subscribers. I actually went over 100 subscribers. So 2 days ago. I'm happy with that. I really am. This is something I got into because I enjoy it, and I enjoy the people in the community and the visiting with everybody and getting to know people. Not about being monetized for me, but I appreciate all my subscribers, and I know that you taking a little time out and listening to me and watching the fishing games and the hunting games. So, means a lot to me. I said this last week, and we're gonna do it maybe Friday if I'm feeling good. I got to go to the doctor tomorrow, so I don't know how good I'll feel Friday, but had a little day procedure done, nothing major. But we're gonna do a little deer hunting on a hunter call in the wild. Gonna do a little deer hunting in Mexico map that I have. Maybe a coyote or two. That's another game y'all hadn't saw yet, and we're gonna do that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope y'all enjoy the hunting content as well. Striper. I hate to move as long as we're catching fish. We're gonna catch a few more, and then we're gonna go to another spot. See if I can't catch a bigger one. 45 pound. Now those are fun to catch. During my last live stream, I talked about one of the things I enjoyed about this game was I could get in the boat and go fish for a specific species, target that species, and catch them. That's the one great thing about this game. Yeah, it's a bass fishing game, but you can also target other fish. And I think that's a fun aspect of it. We got some crappie fishing that we're going to do on this thing. There's a fish. I don't think this is a striper. This may be a bass. Matt, do you have this game? If you're talking about the virtual tournament for this game, I can advise you on that. But you have to have a copy of this Bassmasters 2022. They have it on computer too.
Any records with that one, but it's a solid keeper. Cha-chunk, cha-ching.
I don't. Well, the virtual tournament's pretty simple. If you had a copy of the game, you got good fast internet. This game, I believe, is on Xbox. I think Ernie Brown has been playing it on Game Pass. We've been communicating a little bit about it. I think that's what he's got. Yeah, I know the game's on Steam, which is a gaming community. Yeah, I think it's on Xbox 360. It's hard to keep up with all them platforms. We're gonna move down to this other spot. Now, I'm gonna stop here for a minute. I'm gonna try this spot. And I fished this the other day. I caught fish off these first two docks up here, right in front of me. This one right here, I didn't do so good. Now, was that the weather on that day, the time, or is this just not a hot dock? Now I'm talking about for stripers. I know there's a few bass down here, but we're looking for stripers today. There's some little fish going across the fish finder up there on the top left-hand corner, but nothing big. We're going to throw a couple times here. If it don't happen, we're gone. There's one. Ooh, that one kind of got sideways on me. This one's pulling. It's a good fish here. He's still taking drag. Ooh, come on now. Tighten up the drag a little bit, put a little pressure on him. Alright. We got him turned back in the right direction now. Come on now. I think it's going to be a striper. Pulling too much to be a bass. Matt, I think they have, I have an external hard drive for my ps4. I think they have those for Xbox. Oh, this fish right here is giving me a fit. We may not get him. Come on now, stay on there just long enough for me to get the net on you. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you need a big drive for computer gaming. These are big downloads. There are lots of files to them. Come on. Come on now. Work yourself up in here. There he comes. Ooh, we got him. Well, I did catch one off his stock. I didn't catch one the other day. 48 pounds. 48 even. This striper fish is pretty fun. Thank you, sir. There's another one. Right off the bat. That hits fast. I like to miss him. I'll tell you something about fishing this game. You throw that lure out there, You better get that line tightened up. Don't have much slack line in your rod, or on your rod, because you're gonna miss a lot of fish. That fish hit that lure on the drop. If I hadn't had that line tightened up, he'd have got off.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be here.
Not gonna set any records with that one, but at least it's a good, solid keeper.
Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate for people at home watch this video about what I'm talking about, keeping the line tight. I'm gonna cast this out and point the rod down toward. Now you'll see when I cast this out how much slack's in that orange line. I just tightened it up just by hitting the reel button. You want to let this thing fall on a tight line. And more lures are more important to have a tight line than others. If you're fishing with the spoons, you better have a tight line, because they're going to hit that thing 50% of the time on the drop in this game. And if you have a slack line, you're going to have a bad day. You're going to miss more than you're going to get. So if you're missing fish, tighten it up. This is Lake Chickamauga. Well, I can't even pronounce it. Chickamauga in Tennessee is a rendition of this lake. We're going to move on down the dock a little bit here. Down the river and see what we can do. There's another set of docks up here I want to hit. I'm going to cast up around these docks here. This one in front of us more than this one, but we're going to try both, and we might even have to move it a little closer. So we're going to cast right here to start out with, down the side of this little dock. These docks hold a lot of fish. And if I was fishing for bass today, which we're not, we're fishing for stripers, I would be trying to, I'd be pitching a jig, black and blue bass jig. Had a good day catching them the other day. That's one. I try to get every fish that I catch landed. They count for tackle points to buy in-game lures, lines, rods. So if you're not catching fish, you're not getting tackle points. And there's so much stuff on here to buy, you have to have those tackle points to get it. Art, have y'all been fishing, or is it still too cold?
Flippity flop, what do you got?
Really? That's not good. There's another one. You know, there's a lot of people bank fishing that struggled. Is it warmed up enough up there for them to be starting to move to the shallows? There's a lot of people bank fishing and struggling right now. It seems like if you go out on a boat, you catch a few. What have I got here? I think this is an ugly old drum. I think that's what that is. Good night. Did you see the tail on that fish? Yeah, it's a drum. You ugly joker. Come on, fish. I just saw a big striper bust the top of the water there. Now, Art, I'm going to try to pronounce this. This is Chickamauga in Tennessee. Is what lake this is. And this is only maybe the third time that I've been on it. Yeah, old Tennessee. I like this map. Let's look at it real quick for talking purposes. A lot of bends and little pockets. Where I'm at now is about the furthest I've been on it, but it's a lot of stuff to it. That is the only thing that I do not like about this game, is the fact that it's supposed to be a bass fishing game, but I think it would be great to have another game along the lines of this one. This is the third of or fourth of the ones these people have released, but I think we need a catfish game. I think we need I'm talking about dedicated to fishing for big catfish. I think that'd be fun. Yes, I can go to Fish Sim World and catch catfish and carp on it, but I think a nice, just a good game that was made for catfishermen would sell. I know I'd buy it. But Dovetail Game's not listening to me. I think this is a walleye. This is a walleye. Yep. That's a fair sized child there. 16 pounds. We're going to cast a couple more times here, then we'll move up just a little bit while I can be able to reach the middle of that dock. There's a fish. We're supposed to be getting Lake Hartwell. 17th. That's the game. That's the lake they're releasing for the Bassmasters tournament. They're going to have on the 4th and the 6th. Our 4th.
Any records with that one. But it's a solid keeper. Cha-chunk, cha-ching.
Our 4th through the 6th. I'll be enjoying that. I'm really not prepared for it. I didn't get this game till December. Come out in October. There's a lot of people been playing it a lot longer than I have. A couple months. But I may decide to get in it. Never can tell. It's going to be a 5 fish limit, just like the regular Bassmasters. You're going to have a departure time and a weigh-in time, and you got to be back at the dock for weigh-in time, or you start getting penalized. So it's going to be a lot of fun, I think. A lot of people be watching it, or a lot of people be playing it. There we go. That little thumping noise you hear in the background is, I got a good hook set on that fish, but not a real good one. He's not hooked poorly, but I got to be careful. I will lose this one. I take my time with him. Downtown Ernie Brown. How you doing, Ernie? We just doing a little fishing, a little gaming, a little talking. We chased the stripers today, Ernie. We've had some success. Yeah. All I gotta tell you, I didn't sleep at all night before last. That's a big walleye there. It's bigger than the last one. 21 pounds. Yeah. Hell, I have bouts where I don't sleep sometime either. And, oof. If I go to sleep in the daytime, I surely be up all night. So if I have a sleepless night, I just have to kind of push through it the next day and go to sleep at night. Insomnia is not my friend. There's another big one. Boy, I got some big ones off this dock. Now, I fished this dock yesterday. And, because I wanted to do a striper video. Live. Just on stripers. And I wanted to, you know, go find some striper spots. And I fished this yesterday and caught several big ones off of it. Yesterday, when I caught them, I caught most of the big ones on this dock here. The other docks that I fished earlier and caught them 50s and 60s on, I didn't catch that big ones on there. But it's different weather today. They may be doing something totally different. It's the striper. It's what we're looking for right here. This is the gold. Catch the stripers. Yeah, I usually ready to go to sleep about 10:30 myself, but for some reason I didn't sleep the other night. But I went to bed last night and went to sleep. Ooh, that's fast, wasn't it? You try to use that landing feature. On big ones. Come on. Come on in here. He's trying to get off. Come on. This one's giving me a fit. I tried to land that fish with that landing feature. I still need work on that. 26 pounds. See if we can catch another one of them. I'm going to make a cast here and then I'm going to pick up the second rod and throw that other one through here and see what happens with that other lure. I think it's going to be a striper too. And we may not. We may just stay on this. Get out of that boat dock. Get out of that boat dock. No, this is a bass. I think. Can't tell. Don't you jump. Stay in the water. Yeah, this is a bass. No, it's not. Striper. Well, these fish do fight. Come on now. Wow. Show you the setup I got, Ernie. This is a bigger lure pack. Rod and reel. I had to pay for this one, but what I want to show you was the lure. That blue one up there, it's called the booty shaker. That should be in your tackle box when you downloaded the game. Works pretty good on a 1/2 ounce jig head for stripers. But you need big line. Need 30-pound line, at least. You can get by with 20, but it's kind of tricky. You had get to the point where you can try this, you ought to try it. The striper fish is kind of fun. Left side of the screen up there on the fish finder, they just want a big fish across the fish finder up there. Pretty good sized fish. See if it picks him up again. Got a little light rain going today. Makes these fish froggy. Okay, we're going to throw the other lure down there a minute. I got another one rigged up here. We're going to change this off. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's try this again. Okay. I'm gonna put a different setup on here. Gonna go with a 1/2 ounce jig head on this one too. And we're gonna put one of these I'll put this natural bluegill swim bait on there and try it a few times. Alright, let's see what happens with this. It's lighter line. I got to be careful with this. It's 20-pound only. Back to drag off a little bit. We'll make a couple throws here, and then we'll move on the back side of this structure. There's one. Change bait, got hit. This bait's not as big. This may not be a striper, but this is a 5-inch bait. The other one's a 7. That's a bass, I think. Got him.
Not gonna set any records with that one, but it's a solid keeper to chunk chud chick.
Move on down here and throw off the corner of this thing a little bit. I appreciate everybody coming in, joining me for a little while. We're just trying to hit the several venues on this game. There's 8 venues in total. We're gonna try to give you a preview of all of them in some way or another. But the next time we do a live, we will be hunting. That is already decided. I already have the thumbnail made. We're gonna do a shotgun hunt. In Mexico. On the Hunter Call of the Wild. We'll be hunting with a 12 gauge Cacciatore shotgun. And we have 3 ammos with us: birdshot, and buckshot, and slugs. I use the shotgun 90% of the time. Mainly because of the versatility of the weapon. We're going to hunt some white-tailed deer and some bobcats and coyotes. Kind of a mixture. We're going to see how that goes. I have yet to figure out why this is, and maybe somebody that'll see this video later can comment on it. They have this buoyed off right here, and I don't know why. It's a boundary set there for some reason. And I've even tried to do an internet search of why they have that buoyed off. That's quite a bit of the lake they got buoyed off right there. And there's another barrier to the south of here too. So if anybody sees this video at a later date knows why they've got that buoyed off, I sure would like to know. Maybe that's just all the graphics they could put on it, but I have a feeling it's going to have something to do with the you got to unlock that spot. We'll see. Appreciate you coming back, Matt. Matt, did you hear what I said about the next live? Did you hear that part? I want to and thank everybody for okay we're gonna our next live, which is gonna be Friday or early next week, we're gonna play the Hunter Call of the Wild. We're gonna do a shotgun hunt for deer and coyotes and bobcats in El Rancho, Mexico. It's going to be a hunting video game play. I think y'all enjoy it. It's extremely realistic, and if you've never watched it, the Hunter Call of the Wild videos, you know, that's something that's kind of fun. I was on there this morning setting up a spot, putting up a tripod stand for that live stream where I want to hunt. Oh, doing a little scouting around. We're going to be doing it with a shotgun. The shotgun is a weapon that I use 90% of the time. You're kind of constricted on what you can carry at one time, and it's a lot easier to carry a shotgun than it is to carry 3 or 4 weapons. Carry slugs, buckshot, and birdshot, and you pretty much covered across the board. I want to say this again to people that's in now. Ernie specifically, I want to thank you to my subscribers, and I did get to make 100 mark. I went over 100 subscribers. The awesome feedback that I've had about the gaming and the friendly people coming in and talking and visiting, it's amazing for me to get to spend time with you and talk with you and get to know you. And Ernie and I have been corresponding through emails, and especially at the time right now where I'm not getting to fish much, but I appreciate every one of you. And anybody that watches this video that may think about subscribing, I wish you would. I'd like to have you join our family and enjoy putting out content for you. And there's going to be more different stuff. It's coming. This is a walleye here. Yeah. I'm going to tell you something. That booty shaker catches them. That fish got a little blue on his back. Okay, we're going to make a couple more throws right here, then we're going to scoot and see what else we can get into. These docks hold a lot of fish on this lake. I come through here the other day and fished for bass. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they get so much stuff on the feed they feel overwhelmed. They can't keep up with it all. If you get in and you like somebody's content, and you enjoy watching them, you're right. I'm not trying to. You're not marrying the people. You're just subbing to a channel. But I think sometimes people get overwhelmed, maybe, with having too much on their feed. But that's what the notification bell's for. If you want to subscribe to somebody and you're semi-interested in what they're doing, you want to browse through their stuff at your convenience, you don't have to have notifications. I can't have notifications on for everybody that's on my that I'm subscribed to. My phone would go off all day every day. So right. Well, Ernie, you're going to find out you're going to get a lot of subscriptions with that hunting stuff you're doing. And I'm going to tell you why. There's a lot of people out there that love hunting that don't get to hunt anymore because of physical limitations. I'm one of them. I don't hunt anymore. I just can't sit out there in the cold, and my hands and things have changed. Yeah, well, my hands and things have changed. I can't handle a rifle anymore. Not no deer rifle. I can handgun hunt. I'm very good with a handgun. Extremely good with a handgun, I think. But there's a lot of people that can't hunt anymore. But there's a lot of people that love to hunt and did hunt. And there's going to be a lot of people enjoy watching your hunting content. When I first come across, you hunting, I thought, wow, this was a great idea. Well, I'll tell you what, Ernie, I'll make you a deal. If I'm ever up that way, we'll go sit out together and drink a cup of coffee, but I'll let you do the shooting. But I used to love to hunt. I think that's why I enjoy these type of games so much. My limitations have gained a little ground on me in the last 10 years. But I'm 50 years old. It's going to happen. Mr. John. Hello, Mr. John. Mr. John, I want you to know that I threw my lure on top of the roof a while ago, and they said I looked like you out there throwing a lure on top of the roof. I think I need to lose count, Ernie. Yeah, I mean, what I could do when I was 25 is a lot different from what I can do now. But I'm grateful for the things that I still can do every day. I have been blessed with the things that I've learned to do with my hands and arms the way they are. I got to experience things that most people with my physical challenges never got to. And I'm grateful for those moments. I landed that one quick. Alright, there's another striper. £24. Mr. John, I sure enjoyed watching you and Miss Dana the other day. I know y'all got a trip coming up here in a few days. I'm sure looking forward to it. And with some nice white perch you caught. Good eating fish. Yeah, they were fat. I mean, that was some big perch. Tomorrow. Yeah, what time y'all going, John? Now this looks like an interesting spot right here. There's got to be a big one in there, Ernie. Yeah, there I go throwing it on the roof again. Good grief. Good. I'll get to watch y'all. I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow, but it's not till 3, so I'll get to watch y'all tomorrow. I will be there. I hadn't seen Froggy today. Usually she stops by. Did you catch them on the worm? Mr. John, those perch, is that what you caught those on? Those night crawlers? Boy, I sure like eating them type of fish. Sure are good. Come on, fishy. Where are you? A bee suit. Okay. This just looks like a good fishing spot. I'm gonna pitch you. I appreciate that. I certainly appreciate that. I'm gonna have some stickers made out of the graphic you sent me. I got to get that done. I was telling Ernie and Matt that I just now went over 100 subscribers, and I'm tickled about that. I really am. So I'm gonna have some stickers made. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, Mr. John. When I first started a YouTube channel, I didn't have any idea how to do none of this stuff. I had to kind of learn, and when I got ready to start making thumbnails, you had put that video out about thumbnail making using Canva, and that sure helped me learn how to make them. I'm no expert at it, but okay, now I just changed lures there. Now take note of that. I pitched the bass jig in there. I see fish on the screen, but I don't know what they are. That is a Sledgehammer black and blue swim jig. But anyway, I learned to make thumbnails using Canva, watching your YouTube video about it. I didn't know nothing about making a thumbnail. I still got a lot to learn. But we're learning. I caught a bunch of fish on this yesterday. This Sledgehammer. There's one. I think that's a crappie. Yeah, you're not supposed to bite that. We got a bass jig on here now, Ernie. Some fish there, but they wasn't hitting that bigger lure. I'd be glad to get out and do some crappie fishing. It's been so long since I had a bite on a jig in real life, I may freeze when it hits it the first time. I got a bunch of hand-tied lures. These fish are small. That's not what we after. I got a bunch of hand-tied lures that I tied up. I'm ready to go. Waiting on we're gonna move on down a little bit here. This is an extremely grassy spot right here. There ought to be something here. I got a bunch of hand-tied jigs made up. They're just itching to get fished. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting out, catching a few fish. I found me a place to fish. A new place, so we're still waiting on to see if my old place is going to come back or they're closing up, but I'm ready to go fishing. I don't know what's going to be right here. This may not be nothing. We're going to try it. We're going to stay on for just a while longer and shut it down. We've been on for an hour and 27 minutes. Caught some pretty good fish today. I should have some in-game tackle money saved up. I should be able to, at the end of the stream, buy me some more tackle today. Come on, fishy. Let's get after it. Is the audio and video running good? I guess I should have asked that an hour ago, huh? Well, I don't know what to do here. We're going to have to figure out what kind of fish these are. They don't look very big on the screen. Let's throw a crappie jig down here a minute. Just to piddle. See if it's crappie. Surely got a back to drag off of this. We're not going to stay here long. There's a fish. What is this? This could be white bass. Oh, crappie. Yeah. I'll tell you what, let's do, just for fun. Let's take a look, see what's under the water. This game's got an underwater camera on it feature. I never use it because I try to keep it realistic as I can. But let's see what's down there. Oh, you see that? I don't know if you saw that or not. As soon as I turned that underwater camera on, that fish hit it. We'll turn it back on here in a minute. That's another crappie. Let's try that again. Good grief. There's some crappie down here. I never use that feature too much because I like to keep it realistic, but I do like to use it every once in a while to check out a spot. There's a lot of grass right here. Try that again. See if we can get a little more sink out of it this time. Oh, I mean, I can't get it in the water. I can't even get it in the water good and fish jumping on it. This place is loaded with crappie. Well, I guess I know where to come fish for crappie at, don't I? See what I'm talking about? The diversity of this game. Well, I really love it. Come on in here. That's a little spotted. Golly. This spot is really loaded with crappie. That's a crappie for sure here. Let's have a look at the bait. That I like to show everybody the bait. That's it. Called a Big T Fry Daddy. It looks like a 2-inch Bobby Garland. What it looks like. I got it paired with a 1/4 ounce jig head and 8-pound line. Go back down there and see what happens here. Another crappie. Wow. This place is loaded with crappie. £2, 6 ounces. I'm gonna make a couple more casts here and then we're gonna go see if we can hunt up another striper. Good grief. I'm fixing to drop me a waypoint right here where I can get back to this spot. Okay, Matt, I thank you for coming. I enjoy having you when you get to come in. And we're going to be doing something Friday or early next week. But you got me on Facebook, I think. You'll get the early notification and then the link. So, all right, let's drop a waypoint right here. We'll drop a crappie one. drop a waypoint. We're going to add a little notation. They need to fix that. They've got that thing. That's an odd duck, the way they've got that thing. You cannot use the word crappie. You have to use panfish. So, I guess they don't want you typing the word crappie. We're gonna hit a spot up here before we shut it down and try it a few minutes. You can't get in there. Okay. I'm going to cast around this little pocket right here for a little while. See what happens. We're just going to hit this one more spot and we're going to shut it down. I don't know what's here. I've never fished right here. We're gonna try it for a while. Anyway, I drop that waypoint on the map, and then when I come back to this map again, that will be there. There's a striper. That will definitely be there. So I will be able to go back to that same spot and fish for crappie. Anyway, they've got it. I'm assuming it's because it's pronounced crappie or crappie. Some people pronounce it crappie. Well, the game won't let you use the word crappie. I think it's because it can keep it kid friendly, so you have to use the word panfish. They're trying to keep people from using profanity, I guess. But they need to fix that. That's a glitch. This is a striper. I hadn't fished this spot. This is new. Pulling pretty good. It's kind of a pocket area right here. Come on, fish. You can't force them. He is really pulling. You cannot force them. They come when they're ready. You try to push them, you will break them off. Come on. We've had a good day. Good day of catching stripers. It's turned out good today. It's a good looking fish. 32 pounds. Alright, we're going to turn the underwater camera off. I'm going to keep it off now. I just wanted to show that off a little bit. I had intended on showing it off a little more, but we're going to turn it off here now. I want to stay as realistic as I possibly can. That's a feature you can turn off and on. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I don't particularly like it because I like to keep it as realistic as I can. But I do like it if I'm fishing an area and I just want to see what's on the bottom. It's kind of fun. But you talk to one person and they say, oh, I love it. You know. You talk to somebody else and they don't like it, but it's each to their own. So I'm going to get my little video spiel out here for people that may watch this later. And if you made it this far, which I understand people probably won't make it an hour and 41 minutes, but I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I ask you to consider subscribe to Real and Virtual Outdoors. Become part of the Real and Virtual Outdoors family. Hit that notification bell so you know when I do a live or just drop a video. And my email is in my About page if you like what you see and you want to ask me to maybe do something in particular or a question. Email me. Give me a comment. I'm open to suggestions and just here to have a little fun. I'm grateful for the people that come in and spend a little time with me. And we're going to run it till for about 3 more minutes, and then we're going to shut it down for the day. I'm going to try to do another live stream maybe Friday, but if not, first of the week. I thank you, Mr. John. I'm working on some other stuff. I'm going to get to do a little reel fishing, Mr. John. I'm going to get to do a little pan fishing pretty quick. My wife's going to go with me, and we're going to okay, I appreciate that, Mr. John. That means a lot to me. My wife's going to go with me, and she's going to help me do some filming, and so I'll have some fishing videos, content coming if I can catch some. If not, I guess y'all have to watch me stand there and fish and not catch one. But we got a new place, and I'm excited about trying. It's not really new, but it's new. I hadn't been there in a long time, but I know a little bit about it, but I hadn't been there in so long. And it's actually a good catfish lake. So if she starts going with me a little more and helping me film, we may even do some catfishing videos. And I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow fishing. I thank you, sir, and you know you and Miss Dana have my support as well. If this is for truth, some truth here. If Chunky is on and real-time catfishing, everything stops as far as I'm concerned to watch. And Same thing goes for Stan. I love watching Stan as well. I like to be able to watch everybody, and I try to get around and do that. But if you and Chunky are on, the day's shut down. I wish I could go to CatCon. We gotta certainly try to go next year. Not this year, but we're certainly gonna try to go next year. All right, I think I'm done, and I thank y'all for coming in. Mr. John, I appreciate the thumbnail, and I thank you for being so kind to me, and Ernie, you too. Y'all are great people, and I enjoy visiting with you very much. I look forward to these live streams. Y'all have a blessed day, and God bless you all.